So you want to release all the stuck emotions from your body. Awesome. Here's something you need to understand though. You're not actually doing this. Your body is. Your job is to be the perfect little helper, and another very crucial step is you gotta let go. Hi, I'm Miriam, and I teach emotional intelligence skills. Welcome to EI for Life. So what do I mean by that? Now, healthy fascia looks like this, It's in the right shape, it's exactly where it's supposed to be, it's, movable, but firm. I'm just gonna show you what my fascia look like this. Quite the mess. Now, the body wants to look like this. This is the natural state. This is the state we're born in. This is what we're supposed to be like on the inside. Not this. So, what does this mean? The body naturally tries to get back to this state. And your body, and only your body, knows how to get from here to there. What this means is, let's say you find a technique, something like the videos uploaded about releasing the fascia in your face, or stuck emotions from your face, or releasing stuck emotions from around your eyes. So you do these exercises and they might feel good, or they might feel a bit much, or they might actually be painful for you, or maybe most of them are good, but one of them is just not great. What does this mean? So fascia, it's not just one strand that goes through your body and then you just, pull it nice and long and it's done, all good. No, fascia looks like this. It's entangled, all of it. Even this has different layers when it's healthy, different layers, but all connected. So when your fascia looks like mine, you cannot, and you do a few exercises. Let's say you do the exercises on the face. So what you're doing is you maybe, you're pulling on here and you're loosening this, and now there's more space here, and stuck emotions, some of them can get out and fresh water can get in, so the area gets hydrated and it gets nice and fluffy. Fantastic. But if you keep pulling, bigger mass over here. And quite possibly you might reach a limit. Because here's the thing, your body will not actually allow you to force change. Your body will protect the fascia. The nervous system protects the fascia. It protects you. It protects itself. When you feel overwhelmed, it will not allow any release whatsoever. So if you do an exercise that is not right for you in the moment, it will not help at all. It might even make your body clamp down on the area. And it might make your body less likely to release that particular emotion that's stuck. So what does this mean in general? How do you know where to work, what to work on? Well, the thing is, your body tells you. My body told me after a while, when I learned how to listen properly, it told me exactly what it needed right now. Not sometime in the future, but right here, right now. What did it need me to do right now? Sometimes it was doing yin yoga. Sometimes it was taking a nap. Sometimes it was eating cheese sandwiches. And over time, it got weirder. Sometimes it was shimmying through the woods. I'm not joking. The point is that in that particular moment, that is exactly what I needed to do to untangle a further layer, to allow my body to untangle that particular layer. What this also means is there is no one path. I literally cannot tell you how to release all the stuck emotions from your fascia. I couldn't have told you how to do it with my own body. My own body didn't know how to, make a plan. And we are taught that we're supposed to have a plan. We're taught that that's how the world works. You want B? So this is path A. You just walk it step by step and then you get to B. So we assume that everything's like that. This pattern, by the way, is actually a nervous system pattern we learn to soothe ourselves. It's a key for nervous systems like my own that are basically on high alert and in a vigilant state all the time, which is something else. If you really want to get from here to here, your body needs to change. But again, you don't get to do that. The body does it by itself. So all you get to do is you get to help your body take the next right step. The next one. Not the one 10 days in the future, but the one right now, in this particular second. And your body tells you what that is. And the reason why you cannot possibly predict what's coming next is because you're not even in isolation. Some of these tangles are entangled stories, they are identity patterns you might have stored in your body that might be triggered when a person comes in. Let's say you talk to your parents and suddenly the daughter or son identity is activated. Now your body might now, because now it's activated, might now see it and say, oh, I think we are ready to let go of that. And in order to do so, I need you to sit on the couch for like 2 hours. You may watch something so your mind doesn't go crazy, but I need you to be still. It might be something else. You might suddenly feel safer. You might suddenly realize that the beliefs you had about the world or reality in general, that might not actually be as dangerous as you were taught to believe. So now your shoulders are ready to relax. And then when your shoulders are ready to relax afterwards, maybe your face can let go of another layer. And then maybe you need to go back to your hips. Your hips need to do something, so maybe you need to go on another walk, etc., 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 and on and on and on it goes. We are taught that there's a very specific path to a specific goal. But that's not how fascia release works, because fascia comes in layers. It is controlled by the nervous system, which has its own issues. And any kind of release can only happen in the moment. What this particular release looks like depends entirely on your personal, very individual mess. Super individual. So, you can't plan it. When I first started out, I was thrilled with yin yoga. I noticed what it did with my fascia. I learned about fascia and I was like, yeah, I'm totally making my program. I'm going to do yin yoga. And then I noticed, oh, yeah, actually, if I follow it up with qigong or kundalini, that works super duper well too. And it did for a while. And then I thought, oh, maybe I need to go for long walks. So I did that because yin yoga no longer worked. Why? Because I had hit the plateau. I had released what I could with that particular technique. Now I needed a different one. So I had to go for walks. There were days when I needed to sit and literally think about what's going on here. What's the identity? What are these thoughts that keep going on in my mind? And I had to see them for what they were. And I had to let go of them. So my body could release the next layer. There were days where I just needed to wrap myself up in a blanket, eat comfort food, and drink hot tea. Lots of hot tea. Why? Because my nervous system needed a break and needed to feel safe again. Because again, if the nervous system doesn't feel safe, nothing's going to release. So, super complex. Nobody can tell you how to do this. There are very different ways, there are very different types of therapies, types of movements, types of all kinds of techniques, and all of them are great. Some of them will work for you, but they only help you release in the right moment. And the only one who knows when that is your body. So one of the frankly most difficult things I had to learn is that I'm not in control of this. I have to go with it. I have to go with it. Like literally have to. There's no choice here. Go with it because I want this. I'm almost there, and I can tell you this already feels like a completely different life. It's so freaking worth it. But yeah, letting go of the need to control is part of the process. The body needs to be able to do the work that it needs to do. So, nobody can tell you how to release your fascia. Exercises that work perfectly for you today might stop working in the future, and that just means you gotta switch it up. Find something else that works. Now, how was I even able to do that? This is really important. You cannot learn from somebody how to release your fascia, but what you can learn is the skills I had that allowed me to see what my body actually wanted, because those are emotional intelligence skills, and those definitely can be learned. Number one is emotional hygiene. You gotta have low fear and anger levels so that you can actually hear what's going on. Emotional hygiene comes in two forms, two sub-skills. The first one is habits, daily habits that help your body and your nervous system down-regulate, so feel calmer. The second one is techniques, as many as you can possibly learn, that help you stay calm and calm down when you are freaking out. Because this process, there were days where I was freaking out. So I needed to know how to soothe myself in a healthy manner. Emotional hygiene. Number two, self-awareness. This comes in 4 sub-skills. Self-awareness of your body, so you know what's happening here. That's not the same as self-awareness of your emotions, because you want to know what anger actually feels like in your body, where it is. You got to be able to locate it. Number 3, self-awareness of your mind. Now this is important. You got to be able to hear your thoughts, and you must be able to tell the automatic ones, the ones that are not really you, the ones you learned from other people and society at large. You must be able to tell those apart from your real conscious thoughts. Most of your thoughts are automatic. Some people estimate 90 to 95%. Because those ones, they lie to you all day, every day. So, self-awareness of your mind. And the last one, self-awareness of your actions. You gotta know what you're doing, really seriously, because there are so many automatic actions we do all throughout the day, and we don't even notice what we're doing. So you gotta be able to see them and notice them and be able to ask yourself, why am I actually doing this? Where's this pattern coming from? Because very often, it's because of one of these tangles. Yes. All right. And then we come to the third emotional intelligence skill that's quite essential. It's intuition. I call it intuition for beginners. It's the ability to tune into yourself and to know what's the next right step. So when you ask the question, what do I want to do next? And the answer comes. In what form does the answer come? What does your personal intuition look like? Maybe it's in form of a thought, maybe it's in form of an image. Maybe it's in form of a feeling, a sensation, or even an atmosphere. Whatever it is, you want to be able to know what that feels like. Now, I'm not saying you got to be an expert in emotional intelligence to do fascia release. You don't. I thought I was. Full disclosure, not even close. No. I had very good emotional hygiene skills. That one was solid. I thought I had excellent self-awareness skills. Turns out, not really, no. But during the fascia release, my skills grew exponentially because I could practice. See, I didn't really need to be an expert in self-awareness, but I did need to know what it's like, and I did need to know what to watch out for, so I could practice self-awareness. For example, my self-awareness of emotions was really good. Self-awareness of the others turned out to be not quite so good at all. I even only realized that there's a fourth subcategory of self-awareness thanks to my fascia release. There you go, eh? You live, you learn. And the other one was intuition for beginners. That was another skill that was pretty solid for me. So emotional intelligence skills allow you to help your body. They're not the path. When you want to release all the stuck emotions from your fascia, your body is doing the work. Seriously, your body wants to go from this to this. And it's trying everything to do that. Every single time you try to sleep in a weird position in bed, that's your body trying to release something in your fascia. And if you override it with a story, no, that's not how adults sleep like this, then you block the process. So emotional intelligence skills help you and allow you to not block the process. That's all you gotta do. Not get in the way. And it sounds easy, but many of us have been trained from an early age on to get in the way, to not allow our bodies to do what they want to do ever, to block ourselves, to punish ourselves, to mistreat ourselves even, to definitely, absolutely never trust ourselves. Oh, no, we can't do that. So emotional intelligence skills help you to stop doing that. Trust your body, let it do its thing. Because that's the only way this mess actually becomes this. All right. So, if you want to release your fascia, you gotta have a solid foundation in emotional intelligence skills first. You don't have to be a master, but you have to start with that. Yes, you can do exercises, and yes, as long as they feel good, keep doing them. If you want a complete change though, because getting from this mess, from all the stuck emotions to this wonderful, very well ordered thingy, it's change on a molecular level. It takes time. It takes your body a lot of energy. It takes allowing. You gotta let go. All right. And then always take whatever the next right step is for you. Have a wonderful day.